2025 Dacia Sandman 4x4 camper van is a vehicle that captures attention for what it represents as much as for what it offers. Dacia has built its reputation on practicality and affordability, and with the Sandman, it steps into the growing camper van segment with a fresh perspective. Instead of aiming for luxury and indulgence, it focuses on delivering the essentials for travel and adventure in a package that is simple, rugged, and surprisingly versatile. This is not a rolling penthouse suite. It is a tool designed for people who want the freedom to explore without paying premium prices. That approach makes it one of the most interesting new entries in the adventure vehicle market. The heart of the Sandman is its 2.0-liter turbo diesel engine, paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. On paper, the output of 170 horsepower and around 400 newton-meters of torque may not look extraordinary, but the character of this powertrain is what matters. The torque arrives low in the rev range, which is exactly what you want when tackling steep trails, pulling through soft sand, or driving fully loaded with camping gear. The hybrid assist smooths acceleration and improves fuel economy, particularly useful on long highway stretches or when creeping over technical terrain. The four-wheel drive system is one of the Sandman's most appealing features. It comes with selectable modes for different surfaces, a locking differential, and hill descent control. These additions give the van real off-road credibility, something many rivals in this segment can't match. Ground clearance is a healthy 210 millimeters, so the underbody feels safe when venturing onto rocky paths, and the approach and departure angles are designed to keep you moving, where other camper vans might scrape or stall. It is not a hardcore off-roader like a dedicated SUV, but it is more than capable enough for the sort of adventurous driving that buyers will want to do. Performance is not about top speed here. With a maximum of just under 110 miles per hour, the Sandman is not designed for Autobahn sprints. What stands out is efficiency. On the highway, the van can achieve close to 35 miles per gallon, which is excellent for a vehicle of this size and weight. Even when driven off-road or loaded with camping gear, consumption stays reasonable thanks to the hybrid system. For people who plan to travel long distances, perhaps across multiple countries or into remote regions, that level of efficiency is a real advantage. The design of the Sandman emphasizes functionality. The exterior has squared-off lines, pronounced wheel arches, and protective cladding that communicates ruggedness without being over-designed. The front grille features Dacia's updated badge and LED headlights, giving it a clean but purposeful look. Underbody skid plates protect essential components, and roof rails add practicality for carrying bikes, kayaks, or extra cargo boxes. It is a design that is understated rather than flashy, but that understated quality is part of the appeal. It looks like it belongs on a trail as much as it does in a city car park. Inside, the Sandman makes the most of its space with clever modularity. In standard configuration, it offers seating for 5, but those rear seats fold completely flat into the floor. When retracted, they reveal a bed platform that comfortably accommodates 2 adults. Beneath the platform are multiple storage compartments, neatly sized for essentials like cooking gear, camping chairs, or water tanks. On one side sits a compact kitchenette module with a sink, a small induction hob, and a fridge. These features may sound basic compared to the full kitchens found in luxury camper vans, but they are practical, easy to use, and exactly what most travelers need. Some versions of the Sandman come with a pop-up roof, which adds standing height when the van is parked, and can even house a secondary sleeping area. This turns the vehicle into a surprisingly capable family camper, despite its modest footprint. For small groups of friends or adventurous couples, it transforms weekends away or longer trips into something comfortable and manageable. The philosophy here is about essentials done well, and that philosophy shows through in the details. One of the smartest choices Dacia made was to keep the systems inside simple. Instead of relying heavily on electronic modules or automatic mechanisms that might fail in the middle of nowhere, the interior uses manual latches and slide mechanisms. It may not feel as high-tech, but it means fewer things can go wrong, and it makes maintenance easier. Anyone who has spent time in remote areas knows how valuable simplicity can be when you are days away from the nearest repair shop. Technology is present but not overwhelming. A 10-inch central touchscreen handles media, navigation, and smartphone integration through Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. A digital driver display shows terrain modes, fuel efficiency, and hybrid system status. Safety technology includes adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and a 360-degree camera system that makes maneuvering a large van far less stressful. Optional features such as a Wi-Fi hotspot and multiple USB-C ports make life easier for digital nomads or families traveling with multiple devices. On the road, the Sandman feels surprisingly refined for a camper van. The suspension has been tuned to balance comfort on long journeys with the firmness needed for off-road use. Road noise is significantly reduced compared to older Dacia models thanks to new insulation. Steering is light and easy in town but firms up at higher speeds, and the driving position offers good visibility all around. For a van that can serve as a home on wheels, it feels remarkably approachable to drive, which will reassure people who may not be used to handling larger vehicles. Perhaps the most compelling aspect of the Sandman is its price. Fully equipped, it costs less than half of what you would pay for rivals like the Volkswagen California or the Mercedes Marco Polo. Those vehicles may have more luxurious interiors or larger engines, but they also sit in a price bracket that is out of reach for many buyers. By contrast, the Sandman delivers essential camper functionality, real 4x4 ability, and decent comfort at a price that is accessible. That affordability opens up van life and overlanding to people who might otherwise dismiss it as too expensive. Customization options add even more appeal. Buyers can choose from different layouts depending on whether they prioritize short weekend trips, long expeditions, or hybrid use as a family car during the week and a camper at weekends. Options such as the pop-up roof, roof-mounted solar panels, or an off-road package let people tailor the vehicle to their lifestyle. This adaptability is a strength, as many camper vans lock you into a single layout that may not suit every need. Of course, there are compromises. The materials inside are durable but not luxurious, so anyone expecting leather trim and soft-touch plastics throughout may be disappointed. The engine is efficient and torquey but not the quietest when pushed hard. And while the modular design covers the basics, it lacks luxuries like a built-in bathroom or a large kitchen space. For some, those omissions will be deal breakers. For others, they are perfectly acceptable sacrifices in exchange for lower cost, greater simplicity, and easier maintenance. Compared with rivals, the Sandman occupies a unique position. The Volkswagen California offers more polish, but it cannot match the Sandman's rugged 4x4 capability at this price. The Ford Transit Custom Nugget has more space, but again lacks serious off-road hardware. Premium offerings like the Mercedes Marco Polo operate in a completely different financial league. That leaves the Sandman in its own niche. Affordable, tough, and practical, aimed at people who care more about the journey than about showing off. The target audience is broad but well-defined. It is ideal for first-time camper van buyers who want to try